Hey guys, welcome back to CyberBikes. I'm Felipe, your host, as you know. So we have published two videos. Was how to shift gears in your mid-drive motor. Has been a great success, and I published with our team another video on the degradation of Bafang motors and how to prevent all those problems from happening. The main thing is we are all the time talking about gear shift gears, yeah. But I couldn't explain how I want you to shift gears. I talk about inertia of the motor. So you rev up the motor, bum, 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 you shift gears, and then you rev up the motor, bum, 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 take the thumb off the throttle, shift one gear up using the inertia of the motor, then you throttle again once you feel the following gear has engaged. The problem is that people say, oh, my motor is 1,000 watts. I'm consuming 500 watts, and then I ride it in any gear, like I'm in the last gear of the cassette or of the internal hub gear, and I'm riding with 500 watts, and that's okay, it won't damage my motor. Shut up, motherfucker. It will damage your motor, man. It will damage your motor. And this is the point. So I haven't written anything previously. It's like out of the blue. I'm just gonna write now, freestyle, live mode. So the thing is, we have a graph, okay, where this is torque in Newton meters, because we are because I'm in Australia, okay, and we are smart, sorry Americans, but man, imperial system doesn't make any sense, okay, and sorry to those who believe that you guys have been in the moon, because man, you are the only imperial guys and you are the ones that landed on the moon, okay. Anyway, so I'm gonna put it here, revolutions, okay. It could be in hertz, which is per second, or it could be in RPM. Okay, it doesn't matter the unit. I just want you to know that this is revolutions. Okay, this is an arrow like rotating. Okay, so torque revolution. What happens on an electric motor? Usually it comes with a high torque, and then as the speed grows, the revolution increases, the torque diminishes, and the area of the graph will be the amount of power. The graph could vary from this downward triangle to something like this, and then declines like this, because you will not start the motor with the maximum torque. If you do that, you might break the motor. So you start with a little bit less torque, and then you increase the torque to some revolution here, and then as the speed increases, the torque decreases. So on a Bafang motor and most electrical motors, you're gonna reach the maximum efficiency of the motor, which is about 80 to 85% efficiency. Okay, I'm gonna put F for efficiency. When you are at high revs, I'm gonna put about here. Okay, so I'm gonna write here high efficiency. See, this is my second language and I can write properly. So okay, high efficiency is at high speed, because we are at a long length on this X axle. So at high speed, what does that mean? I have low torque here, low torque. Okay, and that's the condition that you're gonna cause less damage to your motor. You're gonna cause less damage to your Bafang motor when you have high speeds. Consequently, it's more it's higher efficiency, it's more efficient because this is an electric motor, it's not petrol, okay? And you are reducing the torque. So all those, Bafang has like 3 reductions, you know, inside. So you have a pinion gear, and then you have a granny gear. So that contact point here is what will damage the gear, okay? So at that point, if you have low torque, you're gonna take care of your motor, okay? So the action and reaction arrows are small. So this is torque, actually this will be force, okay? So the force is small, okay? You are producing the same amount of power here, okay? So this is the power that you are taking, okay? And you're producing the same amount of power with less force on the coupling of the gears. That's what you want. If you're producing 500 watts, let's say that I'm gonna get a rag here just to erase it, okay? So let's say you are consuming, maybe this is a dirt rag, sorry guys. I won't edit the video, you know, I want it raw. I want it to be very real because this is the workshop life, man. I use a dirt rag, man. What did I do, man? I use a dirt rag. Ay. Man, okay. Anyway, let's continue. Hope I can write on this. Okay, so let's say this is that CyberBiker, you know, that friend of us consuming 500 watts, okay? So this guy is consuming 500 watts using high speed, consequently because it's an electric motor is high efficient and low torque, okay? This is low force between the gear coupling. Now let's do like the other guy that is 500 watts on his motor and he rides in any gear, okay? So he's taking off all the time on the last gear of the cassette. So I'm gonna erase this, okay? Actually, I won't erase this. So this is the person 1, okay? This is the person 2, also consuming 500 watts. So I'm gonna erase here. I hope you guys are still watching the video. You know, you guys are very important to me. You know, it's very nice to have a big community, and we are growing. So this is the guy, that's the second guy. Okay, the second guy is also consuming 500 watts. But look at the difference, you know, less efficient. This guy is less efficient because it is at low speed. And for the same amount, same wattage, same amount of power, this guy here, look at the amount of torque this guy is consuming. High torque. Okay, so this guy is at high torque inside of the motor. So if I make this guy, this is number 1. Now I'm gonna design the guy on number 2. I'm gonna erase our example graph here. Okay, so this is number 2. This is the guy which is number 2. Okay, number 2 guy. This is his gear coupling. You have a pinion, you have a granny gear. Okay, and this is the contact point between both of them. For the guy number 2 here, I'm gonna put number 2, number 1. Okay, and this is guy number 2. So for the guy number 2, look the size of the arrow. Way more force on the coupling of the gears. and that's gonna break the motor. It's like what people say, common sense. No, it's engineering, man. Doesn't matter where you are, what language you are speaking, you know, where you live. If it's on Earth, it's gonna behave like this. Oh, Felipe, but how come you have more power and you have more torque and less speed? Man, very simple equation, okay? Linear equation. It's this. Power is equal to 2 times pi, okay? For those who don't know, pi could be 3.14. But I don't like use 3.14, so I put pi on the calculator because it's more precise. So it's 2 times pi times rotation times torque. Okay, so these two values, and for the equation I'm presenting here, you have to use hertz.
Attention all customers, the time is now 5:03. The centre is closing at 6 p.m. If you can please finalise what you're doing and make your way to the exit prior to 6 p.m, it will be greatly appreciated. Thank you and have a good evening.
Thank you, Mike. Okay, so it's 2 times pi times rotation times torque. So for the results I want 18 watts, okay? So I have to use rotation in hertz, which is 1 divided by second. And the torque, I have to use it in Newton meters. Why? Because this is the universal, I mean, the scientific community around the world, even though if you are in the US, they use seconds, Newton meters, kilometers an hour, meters per second, not miles, not gallons. You know, man, I'm sorry, man. I'm being very honest, man. I'm being international, you know. So this is the scientific community, the international system, okay? So I want the results in watts. So very simple. If rotation increases, torque has to decrease. Where can I erase? Can I erase this corner here? Okay, I'm gonna erase gear 2 and gear 1 because now I'm gonna talk about how they compensate. You know, I'm putting this video now without any editing. Okay, so this is raw. That's our style. We're gonna shock this society. So, okay, so this is the equation. Let's right here. So I have 500 watts, okay, times 2 times pi times rotation times torque. If I'm going with a high amount of revolutions, my torque is going to be low because I'm producing always 500 watts. Okay, I'm reading on the dash, on the display, 500 watts, you know. Now, second case. So this 500 watts, high speed, low torque. This is for this guy here, number 1. Okay, number 1. Now, number 2, the guy that says, the gears don't matter, I just... Doesn't know, he doesn't know. He doesn't study, you know. 500 watts. 2 times pi times rotation times torque. What's going on with this guy? He's at low rotation and what? High torque. Both guys, you know, if you are the guy number 1, you are a cyber biker, man. You are a cyber biker. Why? Because you are always you are always at maximum revs, boom boom, shifting, you know, you are taking the maximum efficiency of your system. Okay? If you are number 2, you are any other YouTuber. You are any other channel. You are, man, you don't know what you're doing, man. You are always picking torque in your motor and you're gonna damage the motor. So simple as that. You know, for a long time I wanted to record this video because after, man, I have been replying all the comments. So thank you very much if you have been watching till the end, and if you have been commenting, because I have been trying to reply as many comments as possible, trying to push information, all that I've learned in uni and in this last 6 years working with e-bikes, you know. And some people are very rude to me. They start the comments with, what the fuck? What the fuck what, man? You know, like, how come you expect me to be polite to you if the first thing that you say is, what the fuck? You know, like, man, tell that in the army. Go to the army, hey, what the fuck? What the fuck? Man, you get slapped on the face, they put you in jail. So, man, there's no way to pass good information if you don't, you know, sidestep the haters. The haters will always come. So thank you very much for those who commented and left positive like, review, comment, share the information with other friends. You know, I'm here to help, and see you in the next video. Bye.